Hey YouTube, thank you so much for joining me for my live stream. I'm really excited to be here and to do this video today. It's not exactly an anti-MLM topic per se, but it's super interesting, and I saw it on Jesse Lee Ward's Facebook page and I just really wanted to talk about it. So I'm really excited to be here. Liv Panic says, "Hi Heather." Hi Liv Panic, thank you for joining. So today I wanted to talk about something called what's it called? What the heck? 100 Million Mastermind Experience. And you pay an extraordinary amount of money, and then you have access to lots of big fancy experts in the field of entrepreneurship and making a crap ton of money. My hair looks crazy. That's better. Then I don't have to worry about it. And you pay $100,000 to join this freaking mastermind. And I'm really excited to talk about it. So I'm just going to share my screen and we're going to watch a couple short videos, and then I'm really excited to go into the website, the 100 Million Mastermind Experience website. So this is the founder of the 100 Million Mastermind Experience. So I'm really excited for this. Mark says, "Hey from Canada." Hi, Mark. Thank you for joining. Today we're talking about, as you can see, 100 Million Mastermind Experience. So we're going to watch a few videos and then we're going to go into the website.
The Los Angeles edition of the 100 Million Mastermind Experience started off Friday with Mario Lopez being interviewed at a unique, modern mansion before the top 5 hip-hop artists of all time, Nas, surprised everyone with his legendary performance. Saturday consisted...
Why do we have Nas here? Like, why do we have celebrities at an entrepreneurship thing or what mastermind? Like, shouldn't it be about business? Shouldn't it be about like making money? But I guess you have to, if you're going to charge people $100,000, you have to have celebrities and like big personalities, or else like no one's going to actually purchase the mastermind, you know? Hall says, "Hi Heather." Hi Hall, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And Saturday consisted of a full day training session.
Consisted of a full-day training session with a half a dozen high-level instructors before the evening interview with one of the kings of comedy, Cedric the Entertainer, which led into a charity poker tournament that raised nearly $100,000 for the 400 families attending our Thanksgiving food drive. Sunday's session was held at another amazing venue that showcased fun interviews of Patty Stanger, the millionaire matchmaker, and the iconic athlete Tony Hawk. In between all the celebrities and fun, the mastermind members did intense breakout sessions, helped each other, and focused on networking more with the other members and instructors.
So that's the first video. I really was trying to find like a basic introductory video on it, and I couldn't really find many like quick introductions of what this thing actually is, but I did find 2 1-minute videos that I wanted us to look at before going into the website. So here's one more. Ready? Go.
What if you found yourself surrounded by over 22 of the world's leading entrepreneurs, philanthropists, marketers, and investors, men and women that have all made over $100 million, spent $100 million on advertising, or received 100 million impressions?
Why is it a flex to spend $100 million in advertising? I guess like you would have to have that much money in order to spend it on said advertising, but like that's not really a flex. Like, why would you spend that much money on advertising? Why is that something that makes you be an instructor at this big fancy mastermind, you know? And 100 million impressions, like that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have big success on YouTube or Instagram, does it? Like, I don't really know how YouTube works, honestly, clearly, but I feel like it should be like 100 million views, because it doesn't matter how many impressions you get if you're not getting the views. Like, you could have a shitty click-through rate because no one is actually clicking on your videos, and then you're not getting any views. I feel like it should be 100 million views.
And they were all there to help you. You can ask them any questions that you wanted. Tap into their vast business networks and instantly download the wisdom that they've used to generate billions. You're getting immediate access to 50 plus online courses valued at thousands of dollars per course,
So you get access to these fancy events with celebrities, and then you have access to these courses as well. So it's not just the events and it's not just the courses. And remember, at these events, you are networking a lot too.
Instant network of experts all surrounding you, locking arms with you, and there to help you.
Technically, it's not a strictly MLM thing, but they are locking arms with us. So it's a lot of very similar MLM phrases, and we'll see on the website that the narrative that they're pushing is also very similar to what we would hear like Eric Worre or Ray Higdon talk about, you know? Okay, let's see. If you have a big company, I can see spending that type of money, but a regular MLM person, that's a bit much or a lie. Yeah. And Jessie Lee Ward either spoke at this or is in this company, and like she makes a crap ton of money, and so she like is not your normal everyday average MLM person. But yeah, like I think for someone my age, I'm relatively like well off and privileged, and I'm already starting to like save a good amount of money, but I have nowhere near $100,000 in my savings, obviously. And like I don't think your average person in like your 20s, 30s, or 40s is going to have access to the kind of capital that'd be required to actually join this company. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hello, happy Friday. Hi, thank you for joining. It's awesome you're here. We're talking about 100 Million Academy Mastermind.
Know your field and know how to dominate in your field, so that way you can avoid expensive, costly mistakes. Now is the time to increase your skills and increase your income.
I don't know anything about the Wolf of Wall Street, but he's kind of sketchy, isn't he? And my bangs are pissing me off. I'm like looking at myself and I look crazy, but whatever. It's okay. We're all friends here. Like the Wolf of Wall Street, that doesn't really add credibility to your company, right? Right? I don't know. I feel like that's a weird thing to brag about. JLW has regular businesses too. I wonder why. Yeah, good point.
To get aligned with people that have what you want, that have achieved what you want to achieve. To once and for all take control of your life and your financial future. It's time to level up.
Ooh. It's time to level up.
This is my story.
Go away. I don't know if you guys could hear that because I wasn't sharing the screen. Sorry, my computer's kind of weird today, so I have to like do my sharing like one at a time. Okay. Where is my website? Here it is. And please note, I have shitty eyes, so I really zoomed in on this so I could read it from afar. So it's not, the website isn't actually laid out like this. Did he die at the end of the movie? Oh, you mean the Wolf of Wall Street? No, he became a motivational speaker. Yay for criminals becoming motivational speakers. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to have a drink because then we're going to do a lot of talking. This whole video, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. So I'm going to do lots of blabbing. I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be an interesting video. Lots of learning. So we just watched introductory videos to, let me close this up here, to the 100 Million Mastermind experience, which they call the most epic gathering of elite entrepreneurs ever assembled. Your private information is below. Ooh. Or invitation. I can't read. Invitation is below, but it's on the website, so it's not really private. Literally, never been done before. 20 plus 9-figure instructors present and fully immersed with and fully immersed with members at all 3 in-person events the entire time from start to finish. So there's 3 in-person events every single year. Weekly video conferencing calls with all 9-figure instructors. Dedicated and strategic individualized attention for all members, unprecedented luxury host venues, and ultra-exclusive curated experiences. So the people who are teaching these classes are these 20 plus 9-figure instructors. And so these must be people who have a net worth of at least 100 million or above. This is a video here. I tried to play it so we could watch it together, and this is what happened. I clicked on it and it was a black box. So that's great. So as we know, the requirements to be a speaker or instructor, $100 million. You spend over $100 million on ads, which is not a flex, friends. And you're seen by over 100 million people. Again, I don't think that's necessarily a flex. I think it should be like not impressions, but like you have 100 million views on YouTube or something, you know? So here are the two co-founders. First is Joel Marion and then Dan Fleischman. And we saw this friend in the first introductory video that we watched. So, Joel is the co founder and CMO of BioTrust Nutrition, which has driven over 700 million in sales online while amassing email lists exceeding 20 million subscribers and 5 million customers. Joel's social media following, top ranked podcast, and highly sought after keynote speaking presentations have reached millions more. He's also a 6-time best-selling ebook author, owner of multiple 8-figure side businesses. What kind of side businesses, sir? And along the way has donated over 5 million healthy meals to hungry kids in the USA. So that's one of them. And then Dan Fleischman is a serial entrepreneur and the youngest founder ever to take over a company public, traveling the country at age 23, selling energy drinks into 55,000 retail stores. When I was 23, I was not selling retail drinks to tens of thousands of, not retail, sorry, energy drinks to tens of thousands of stores. So that's pretty impressive for a young person. Since then, Dan has angel invested in 31 companies, spoken at 200 events, and thrown 32 elevator nights events with thousands of attendees. Dan's social media agency has spent more on Instagram, influencer, and celebrity posts than any other company in history, exceeding 660 million in the past few years. That's not necessarily a good thing. Am I missing something here? Like, why is it impressive for you to be spending lots of money on social media advertising? I don't really understand. Okay, so in addition to Joel and Dan, you get the mastermind will be led by 20 plus additional category instructors. We already know what those requirements are, so I'm not going to read them again. Remember, I zoomed in, so that's why the format looks weird. So in this mastermind, we learn about sales and closing. That's good. Copywriting, social media, hiring, replacing yourself. Maybe that's like the MLM version of duplication, right? If you have duplication in your team, it means that your team members are doing like the recruitment activities that you did in order to build your team, and then they're teaching those recruitment activities to their downline and so on. Webinar selling, of course, we have to sell our own online courses. Operations, scaling, exiting a business, culture building, empowering teams, branding, traffic, paid advertising, real estate, investing, tax planning, building a sellable business, funnel organization and optimization, email marketing and delivery, brain hacking, memory, and speed reading. Speed reading? Why are we learning speed reading? That seems kind of weird. Okay. Sherry said, I have shitty eyes too. I completely understand. I also zoom into stuff. Yeah, when I'm working at home, I zoom. When I'm like editing and writing, I make it as big as possible while still seeing all the words. Where did he get all that money? If he helped make 100 million, yeah, it might be worth it, right? I totally agree. Totally. Lilac Llama says, just got here. Hi, Lilac Llama. I can't say your name. We're talking about an elite entrepreneurship mastermind called the 100 Million Mastermind Experience. So this is where people learn how to build massive businesses. It's not technically geared to just MLM people, but I saw a post on Jessie Lee Ward's Facebook page where she was at this event, and so I got interested in it. And it's pretty interesting so far. It's pretty cool. So, and several others, as mentioned, the people we're bringing on for each category are literally, that seems to be a big MLM word, literally. Like Carl Deichler of Beachbody says literally every 2 seconds. The best in the world at what they do, and they'll get access to each and every one of them through multiple live weekend events and weekly coaching calls. Even more powerful, you'll have the opportunity to create lasting relationships and friendships with these individuals, people who can help scale your business and profits 100 times faster. So we're spending $100,000 a year in order to have friendships. Isn't that so nice? I always lose my mouse. Where did it go? Here it is. So these are the instructors. We already saw a few of them. I'm not going to go into all of them, but you can read them here. Marcus Lemon, CEO of Camping World and star of CNBC's The Profit. Matt Morgan, founder of Reef Dispensary, over $100 million a year. Billie Jean, over 400 million views, generating 7 figures a month through video marketing on social media. Okay, so he actually got a crap ton of views. Like, that's something to brag about, not seen by 100 million people. No, like, he got a crap ton of views, so he probably has decent videos, you know? That's something to brag about. That's a flex. It's a tool scam, right, Mark? Right? I feel like all these companies were modeled after the Amway tool scam, totally. Hall said, except they use literally wrong. Yes, you are right, Hall. Okay. Walter O'Brien, founder of Scorpion. I don't know what that means, what that is, and executive producer. Josh Avon, 200 million spent on Facebook ads in 2018. Okay, who are you, Josh? Like, why are you spending 200 million on Facebook ads does not make you qualified to lead this kind of mastermind, in my opinion. Brian Norgard, former CRO of Tinder, 9 figures per month. Is that a revenue, sir? Or is that profit? I don't believe you made 9 figures a month. I think that's a lie. So this guy here, Jason Arashabin, is a celebrity jeweler. Cool. Cody Sperber, the clever investor, has flipped and consulted on more than 1,000 properties. That's kind of interesting because you actually have to like have some skills to be able to like flip houses and make them appealing. So I think I would want to learn from a guy like that. That seems cool. Bobby Castro sold his company for over $1 billion and has amassed a 450 million real estate portfolio. If you're charging people $100,000 a year, can you please proofread real estate? See, like, that's not proper. That's not proper. Say real estate, please. Okay, so are there any women on here? No. There are some not white men, which is appreciated, but it doesn't seem like there's any women on here. That's nice, right? No women, of course. Okay, I'm not going to read every single word here, but I liked reading it because it's very similar to like Ray Higdon's website that we looked at a little while ago. I saw the Wolf of Wall Street guy. Did we know he was part of this? Jordan Belfort. Oh yeah, yes, we did. How did they describe him? The Wolf of Wall Street, sales genius. Yeah, interesting, eh? Okay. Dear elite entrepreneur, welcome to the 100 million mastermind experience invitation only website. It's public, sir. Please take your time to read the words of this letter carefully, as it comprehensively explains 2 very important things. Exactly why this group is nothing like other masterminds you've come to know, and exactly why we believe this group is the most value-producing, ROI-generating gathering of elite entrepreneurs. I'm not going to read it word for word because it's going to take 6 years. To start, as you can see from what I've already shared, we are building something unprecedented in every way, and as you'll learn below, we are doing it the right way with incredible amount of thought and intention. I hope so if you're charging people this much money. With over-delivering in mind in every aspect, with the success of each individual member at the heart of everything first and foremost. Sir, I don't believe that. Are you actually tracking the success of your members and whether or not they're actually getting a return on their investment? If so, show me an evaluation report. I want to see. Okay, it's repeated. Okay, this part's funny. They did not edit this at all. So they're going to tell you everything that the 100 million mastermind is not, okay? It is not an elite group founded by 2 extremely successful individuals who are committed to ensuring that every single member gets exactly what they need to see a potential 10 times ROI. And then if you go down here to what this group is, It's the exact same words. It's the same words. An elite group founded by two extremely successful individuals. So they literally put the exact same words in what this mastermind is not and what this mastermind is. And then if you go back up here, what they talked about. So it's an elite group founded by two individuals. And then right underneath, and by poorly executed, I am talking about the many high-ticket events and masterminds that are not set up to intentionally focus on you as an individual to ensure you get a personal experience and all the tools to set you up for a potential 10 times ROI on the money and the time you invest. So clearly they didn't edit this because they put the wrong paragraph in the wrong section. That drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. In my job, if I did something like that, I'd get in trouble. Drive me nuts. Hi, Heather. Sorry I'm late. No worries, DC. Thank you for joining. I'm just looking at this 100 Million Mastermind Experience website. It's like you get the pink Cadillac. I don't want a pink car. But yes, you're right. Is this for MLM entrepreneurs or actual entrepreneurs? It's a little bit of both. I think probably MLM people are joining this group like Jessie Lee Ward is, or she at least spoke there. And it's not technically geared for people in MLMs. So this is not technically like an anti-MLM video specifically, but I think it's definitely related. Mark said, hey to DC. Paul said, hey, DC. DC said, hi back. Go subscribe to DC, please. She's fantastic. I know the people in this chat already are, but if you're not, you should go watch her videos. If they had a woman working there, the website would be correct, right? Right? I totally agree. Or just like someone obsessed with like proofreading and making sure everything is like perfect. I literally make sure there's no comma out of place. I was just editing something today and like I put in so many commas and deleted commas because a poorly placed comma just ruins a whole page for me. Drives me crazy. DC said, it sounds like a club for rich people so they don't have to mix with those poor people they seem to hate so much. True. And it's not even like it's $100,000 one time. It's $100,000 a year. It's outrageous. I'm talking fast. I'm going to take a drink break. Okay. I'm going to slow down too. Calm down, Heather. This group is not an internet marketing party full of drinking and partying with everyone talking about how much they're crushing it, how unethical their offers are, how much money they're making, girls they're banging, etc. Simply put, these types of people are not being invited and will not be tolerated, period. I was going to say pyramid. This group is not for ego-driven individuals who believe they've already arrived and that there's not at least 10 levels up from where they're currently to ascend to. That's also terrible grammar. I hate it so much. That's my curse. I always catch mistakes no matter the place/media. Yeah. Same. This group is not a mastermind where we invite speaker friends to come visit, speak for an hour, answer a few questions from the audience, and then leave. We already heard that these 20 plus 9-figure instructors go to 3 events a year, and then they provide coaching. I don't know if it's one-on-one Zoom coaching between all of the events. We already know that, so we're not going to read this part. This group is the polar opposite of another boring mastermind held at someone's office or in a hotel conference room. Instead, every event weekend will be hosted at the most inspirational private mansion venues in Los Angeles, Miami, and Las Vegas with an unbelievable, incredible itinerary. What's an inspirational mansion? Is that just a big mansion? The group is not set up to deliver a moderate ROI. Simply put, we are 1,000% committed, not even 100, 1,000% committed to delivering you the tools, including the individualized attention and tactical action plans needed for you to realize a potential 10x ROI on your time and money for For those already running 7 and 8 figure businesses, this could easily yield another multiple 7 or even 8 figures return to your business this year. So assuming that people who are in this mastermind are actually 7 and 8 figure business owners in an MLM or otherwise, there's no guarantee that you're going to expand your business that much. They can promise all they want that you're going to get a 10 times return on your investment, but there's no guarantee. And they'll say later, like, if you have a little bit of ambition, you will make your money back times 10. But again, there's no guarantee. And I wonder how many people who aren't rich, like Jessie Lee Ward, who might have like a moderate amount of money, are going into debt to join a company like this, because unfortunately, they do have an option for a payment plan. So I wonder what kind of people are actually joining this. Is it just really, really wealthy people, or is it also people who maybe are stuck in multi-level marketing companies under people like Jessie Lee, and she tells you you have to join, you have to go if you are serious about your business. So this is what, and with that said, here's exactly what this mastermind is. Literally, this was literally repeated in what it's not. We're not going to read that again. You can read it. So people who can, so wait, what's going on? This is a long ass sentence. Let's read it. Simply put, we will proactively find out exactly what your business needs are, and we'll go out of our way to make sure you receive specific help in those exact areas by individually connecting you with other members and instructors in the group who have been there, done that at the very highest level, ... to learn from and to get direct assistance from people who can and will share connections and resources that immediately translate into 6 to 7 figures of additional profit for your business, save you the critical time and brain damage. What? Brain damage of making costly mistakes, learning the hard way through wasted time, effort, and money. You mean like wasting $100,000 on this mastermind? People who will share their advice and expertise specific to your business because they're the number one go-to individual for anything related to your specific field of expertise. For example, if you want to build a large email list, maximally monetize and communicate with that list, avoid poor inbox delivery, and or navigate the algorithms and algorithm changes, then you'll talk to me as I built a list of over 20 million subscribers that generates 9 figures in revenue annually. Wow. Okay, so at least they're giving like actual tangible business advice, it seems, and they said they're going to give you an individualized action plan to help you 10x your ROI. I do appreciate that. However, I don't appreciate that chances are people who don't have an extra 100K just lying around are probably joining this company with the thought that they are going to be very, very rich just by being in the proximity of really, really wealthy people, because we've heard Fraser Brooks say this, and I'm sure I think we've heard Dexter Yeager say this too, like, you have to be around people who will push you to be better, and if you're around really rich, successful people, then you'll automatically also be rich and successful. It's a 20, is it a 420 mansion? Who knows? For 20K per person per year, this is the website they came up with, right? Like, where's all their money going? That's a good point. Let's play fix the website. Making some pretty big claims there. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And I hope people who are like less well off financially are not falling for this. Oh, pain points. This is a group where we'll proactively collect information on each individual to learn what their business needs and pain points are, along with what their expertise is, well before the first event even happens. And then we will hand select and facilitate introductions to people who can best serve you and your needs, and vice versa. So what if like the 20 people, the instructors, aren't actually like able to meet our needs? Are you going to find us another coach somewhere else who can help us? I feel like if we're spending $100,000, then you probably should, you know? So there's a lot here. I feel like this is really repeated. So this is a group that provides weekly coaching calls outside of the in-person meetings where you can get your individual questions answered with even more focused individual attention, help, and coaching. So is this one-on-one coaching, I wonder, or is it Or is it with like all of the members? And I'm really curious, how many members are there? Is this just a United States thing? Is it a North American thing? Are there members in other countries and continents? I would love to know. DC said, hey to Lift Panic. Lift Panic said hi to DC. That's nice. Unfortunately, ERNO, there are people going into debt to do this. Yeah, isn't that so sad? And when I was planning out my chic influencer Melanie Mitchell video, I was telling my husband about $5,000 for 6 months. And even Matt, he was like, no one's going to spend $5,000 for 6 months of like video calls and phone calls. And 5,000 was outrageous to me because I'm lucky enough to have 5,000 sitting around, but I would not put it towards Melanie Mitro. And this is just like a whole other level. I wonder, like, are people taking out like second mortgages on their homes for this? How much money are people putting like on their credit cards to join a company like this? Very sad. And of course, they're probably not, like I said, evaluating the success of their members pre and post course and whether or not there are actually people who have a 10 times ROI. Because I would like to see stats. I'd like to see, like, out of the 250 participants, this percentage raised their income by this much, this percentage had this level ROI, and so on and so on. Like, I actually want to see the stats. Then I'll believe that we may or may not have 10 times return on our investment. I can't talk today. So Jessie Lee Ward pays for this group, but Lisa Grossman, her spline. What's spline? Oh, upline, right? Upline. Pays for all of her travel and hotels. Interesting, interesting. Who would pay this kind of money just for the status of being there? Remember, we get the 3 events, we get calls between the 3 events, and then we get access to 50 plus online courses, but we haven't actually gotten to that part yet. Upline. My fingers and typing are so bad. Aw, that's okay. I figured it out. I was like, spline? What's spline? So, the ethos of the 100 million mastermind experience. Ultra elite members. Of course, it's ultra elite. Okay. So, this is Dan. Here are a few highlights from my last 11 years in business. 6-time best-selling ebook author. My computer dung. I don't know what that was. I think we already read this part. Okay, so here's the info on the annual membership. Don't you want to pay $100,000 to take an Instagram picture with an entertainer who comes to the event? I mean, it's a deal. Sarcasm. Maybe Lip Panic has a really good point. Maybe it is about the status, about being in like a really elite group surrounded by fancy celebrities, which we'll see later, and just like the status of being in big fancy mansions, like he says, inspirational mansions, right? Yeah, that's a really good point. Okay. So for members, introductory annual membership rate is $100K. A payment plan is also available, and as you'll see, that's pennies. That's pennies, guys, compared to the ROI anyone with an even moderate level of ambition could gain by being part of such an elite and exclusive group full of the world's best. For all the qualified go-getters who received access to this website, it's a no-brainer. We all receive access to this website. You just type in the address and it's there. Why are you making it seem like the website's exclusive? That doesn't make any sense. So it looks like, I don't know what that is. Okay, sorry. I might like stop sharing my screen if that keeps going and like figure out what is dinging. So it looks like you get 1 weekly Zoom coaching call led by one of the premium 100 million category instructors answering your specific questions. Okay, so that's still unclear if it's an individual, like one-on-one call, or if it's a group call. Oh, okay, so you get 3 events, only 3 events a year with your 100K. And you get access to all 100 plus premium category instructors. And then you get an exclusive year-end annual wrap-up report PDF with sections by each instructor sharing their most coveted cutting-edge knowledge for what's working now. Ooh, big whoop, a PDF. I can make you a PDF. Like, what? Why is that something fancy and exciting? I totally forgot about this stupid PDF thing. That's so dumb. Paul said it better be a personal phone call. I think like it might be my husband's like messaging thing. Yeah, hopefully it stops. Sorry if it's loud. Okay. Satisfaction guaranteed. We will continue to take your calls and texts. Ew, I hate this writing. This drives me crazy. We'll continue to take your calls and texts and emails and DMs and coach you and help you however possible until you feel that you have significantly ROI'd your 100K investment. What's up with all the stupid ass commas? Please hire me. I will edit for you. For that amount of money, I expect a Christmas card. One made out of gold, right? Totally. This just doesn't sound like much for the cost of membership. Yeah, 3 events, a PDF, calls between the events. Like you have calls with one of the instructors. Oh my God, what else? What else? Yeah. And that, so 3 events, 1 weekly Zoom call, access to the other instructors, a PDF, and some courses is what you get. So those are the 2 friends. Don't they look nice? They're raking it in. They're making millions probably. There's never much value with any of these groups. Yeah, and usually they're not 100K too. Like that's what makes this super interesting, eh? He's a tall boy, eh? He's tall. So these are just examples of itineraries for the 3 times yearly events. Ooh, 9-acre celebrity-owned mansion. Ooh, I don't give a crap about celebrities, honestly. So you check in, you sit, you have a welcome by Dan, you get a 30-second shot clock intros of all members hosted by a celebrity MC, an A-list comedian, ring announcer. What's a ring announcer? Does anyone know? And then dinner ends, plates cleared. Joel Q&A with an A-list celebrity. Okay. Networking, photos, and meet and greet, and then end. I wonder if there's insider training going on with the situation with all the wealthy people they bring together. Who knows? Maybe. Like, I assume that the majority of these people are actually wealthy, and there's going to be a few people who put themselves into significant debt for this. So it's probably lots of people who are like multi-millionaires. Oh, she did an A? Do you mean me? Like I said A? If so, yes, I say A all the time, like every other word sometimes. Stereotypical Canadian, A? Yeah, there must be more to this. Totally. Okay, and so you'll see the next day starts with a keynote and then instructor for 1.5 hours and then a break, and then breakout sessions, break, more instructors, break to get dressed up, shuttles to Celebrity Mansion for dinner, and celebrity charity poker tournament. I want to know who these A-listers are, because your definition of A-lister is probably not my definition of A-lister. I want to see like Jenna Ortega or something, you know? Like I want to see people who I like watch on Netflix, or like the athletes that I like to watch. I don't care about like musician or comedian, you know? So here's the next one. So it's NBA All-Star caliber athlete intros. What does that mean? 2 to 4 All-Star NBA players training for the day. I don't know what that means. You could begin workouts and training, simultaneous breakout sessions, breaks, autographs, photos, lunch Q&A with NBA panel. Okay, so NBA players are actually there. That's kind of cool. I'm not into basketball. I like hockey, but it's cool that like top level athletes are there. That's cool. But I wouldn't spend $100,000 to hang out with my favorite athletes. And then for 4 hours, individualized hot seats with instructors where detailed feedback and problem solving and action planning takes place. That's a lot of constant working. I need a break. I can't sit there for 4 hours. So I'm assuming these are examples of some celebrities who have been at these events. Steve Aoki, I like him. He's cool. This friend has really short shorts. That looks like Vin Diesel. That looks like Kanye West. But like that could just be a whatever picture of him. Like it doesn't mean that he's actually at your event, you know? And then there's some men here. I know that's one of the instructors, the guy who had like 400 million views, like video views. I don't know if any of these men are celebrities. If you know, let me know. And that's Dan. It looks like his fiance at the time. Oh, and then look at this. This drives me crazy. Just to give you a taste, below are examples of celebrities at some of Dan's past events. Floyd Mayweather, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Chris P. And then right underneath, Floyd Mayweather, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, why are you repeating it? And someone else, one of you guys said, with this amount of money we're spending, they should have a proper website. And I totally agree. All of this is going to happen, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with the most amazing group of entrepreneurs by our side. If you're interested in being part of this once-in-a-lifetime mastermind opportunity, this will absolutely sell out and we'll have a waiting list, not a marketing ploy, just reality. FOMO, they need to make it seem like people are actually signing up for this, and that if you wait to try to figure out your finances, you're going to miss out on this amazing opportunity. Click on the I'm ready, sign me up button. Okay, this is the last part. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. No female celebrities, it's only men. Like no female instructors and no female celebrities. Interesting. That's a good point. Okay. Are there other 100K masterminds? Yes. I'd love to know which ones so we can look at the websites. Are there other 100K masterminds led by 20 plus people who are the best in the world at what they do, ensuring individualized attention for all members, not even close? Are there other 100K masterminds that, as the icing on the cake, are bringing in celebrities, hosting meetings at celebrity mansions and on mega yachts, and putting together bucket list experiences for their members every day, every event? Not every day. Not every day. There's 3 events, sir. This is so above and beyond anything that exists. We can't help but be over the top excited. But we are looking forward to having you and so many other elite entrepreneurs on board. How will I clearly and definitively ROI my 100K investment? You will be directly and intentionally introduced to other members who can help you address your business needs. You will be strategically placed with the ideal instructor who has already done what you are trying to do. One new affiliate partner, one new membership, one new cost-saving measure, one new hiring strategy, one new conversion strategy, one new lead generation strategy, one new marketing strategy or channel could all easily translate to an additional 6 or 7 figures or more. And the people in this group will show you exactly how to implement these things from start to finish. We will put in writing and sign that we will continue. Okay, we saw that already. Okay, so I already know a lot of the instructors or could get to know them in other ways without joining the group. Knowing some of the instructors is a lot different than spending focused in-person time with them. It's also light years different when you are in a paid setting with clear expectations and obligations compared to getting free advice if and when an individual has time, plus getting follow-up questions answered. That's true. Like, just because you know one of those men, because they're all men, and like you hang out with them at the coffee shop sometimes, like they're not obligated to help you. So here they're probably getting paid a shit ton of money, and so like they're required to help you. We're not going to read this because my voice hurts. I've been talking for a while. For 100K, I could hire a coach and get pure one-on-one time with someone all year. Will your coach have the same collective network and pool of resources as this group? No. Will your coach be the best of the best in every single area you need? No. Maybe. You don't know me. You don't know me, sir. Will your coach build you a lifelong network and Rolodex of dozens upon dozens of 8 and 9-figure earners, coaching coaches, and experts? Doesn't matter if they're 8 or 9-figure earners. Just because I'm in their presence does not mean I'm magically going to earn 8 figures. And I don't want to earn 8 figures. I don't need that much money. For 100K, I'll come to your house and cheerlead for you every day. That's fantastic. Sure. Hired. I like that. That's funny. 100K is just too much for a mastermind. If you really think 100K is too much, then your thinking is way too small, and this group is 1,000% not for you. Anyone who gets it knows and realizes that the value of a group like this, facilitated in the manner described above, could potentially be 10 to 100 times ROI and then some. Compared to the value, it's extremely inexpensive. I encourage you to stop looking at the price with a scarcity mentality and instead expand your mind to begin looking at the value and the potential ROI with abundance. Any and every single person alive would trade 100K for 1 million. That's what this group has the potential to do for those who show up ready to tap into the extreme value available. Okay. This part, like that. So if we're worried about spending $100,000, we have scarcity mentality and we have to expand our mind. Oh my God, that drives me crazy. So I see that Avery came. Sorry, Avery, this is the very end. We literally just finished. We spent the last 45 minutes looking at the 100 Million Mastermind Academy, where people spend $100,000 to get individualized attention from 8 and 9-figure earners. And they get like fancy events with celebrities, and they get access to 50 plus online courses. And yeah, I saw Jessie Lee Ward had a post on her Facebook page where she was either like talking at it or she was in it, and then I wanted to talk about it. So I gave you a little synopsis. I can't speak. Synopsis. Hi, Avery. Hall says. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to talk about today. I know it's a lot of blabbing, but they're really trying to make it seem like this is the only mastermind for us. And if we don't join this mastermind, then we are thinking too small. We're never going to find success in our business. We're never going to really like achieve our full potential. And all we have to do is just spend the $100,000, be around all these fancy people, and then we're going to get at least 10 times ROI on our investment. I can't talk. Yeah. And if we are worried about 100K, then we think too small and we just need to take a risk. We just need to take a risk and then we're going to achieve our wildest dreams. My issue is it's one thing if really wealthy people are in this kind of company, but what if you're a member of Jessie Lee Ward's downline and she's strongly encouraging us to join this company, even though we don't have money, even though maybe we're taking out a loan or getting a second mortgage on the house or selling all our crap to try to come up with this amount of money. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And then Avery says hi to Hall. That's nice. So yeah, that's all I have. I know that was a lot of yapping. Thank you to the people who listened to me talk this whole time. I really appreciate it. Like DC and Hall and Live Panic, Sherry and Mark and Avery. I don't know if I missed anyone else. You're welcome, Live Panic. Thank you for joining. And then I missed this. Hall said, and a terrible website. Totally. DC said, thanks, Heather. You're welcome, DC. Thank you for joining. It's always super fun when you're able to watch live. I really appreciate it. Go to DC's channel. She had a fantastic stream yesterday. It was really fun. And I was just rewatching the second half because I had to go do stuff. And it was a great stream. Go watch. So I'm going to go live again tomorrow. I have a video I want to react to. I think it'll be really fun. So thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow if you're free. Bye.